Your News Now Morning Sprint is brought to you by Dr. Scott Ralph, orthodontist.
It is 6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Friday here in the morning sprint. Caroline Flynn is live in North Idaho with a group of local figure skaters getting ready for the U.S. National Figure Skating Showcase competition.
Mark Peterson is tracking a hot day ahead as we wrap up the week, and Nikki Torres has an update on wildfire activity in our region.
But we begin with a missing teen from Pullman. Pullman police want you to be on the lookout for this missing 16-year-old girl. Ashley De La Mora is 16 years old. She's 5'4" with brown hair and brown eyes. She left home almost 2 weeks ago, and police have not been able to find her. If you know where Ashley is, you are asked to call police.
An 81-year-old Coquilala man died last night when he crashed his ATV. Idaho State Police say 81-year-old Philip Jaxie was going north on Coquilala Loop when he lost control and was thrown from the vehicle. He was not wearing a helmet. He died on the scene.
Several wildfires burning thousands of acres of land in the region. Fire crews are making progress. They're working around the clock to get that containment number up. No one is under a mandatory evacuation notice as of this morning. The Cheney Complex fire, made up of 4 fires, is 20% contained at last check. The fire has burned 171 acres. Fire crews say they believe lightning was the cause. Crews estimate to have full containment by this weekend. Another fire is burning in Pend Oreille County around Highway 2. It's about 4 miles west of Diamond Lake. The Timber Creek fire, according to DNR, it's about 3 acres and 35% lined. The Desert Canyon fire in Douglas County is now nearly 1,500 acres in size. More than 200 firefighters were able to gain control of the flames, and it's now 40% at last check. A level 2 evacuation still holds for 2 homes on Browns Canyon Road and a level 1 for a dozen homes near Auville Fruit.
The U.S. government will start executing people again for the first time in 16 years. Attorney General William Barr told the head of the Bureau of Prisons to go ahead with the executions of 5 men convicted of murdering children.
Joseph Duncan, the man who kidnapped and killed members of the Groney family in Coeur d'Alene in 2005, is on federal death row for child murder, but he is not one of those 5 men slated for execution. Duncan's case is still in the appeals process.
Coming up next on Good Morning America, the discovery of a lifetime for a young man fascinated with dinosaurs since he was a kid. The college student finding a 65-million-year-old Triceratops skull on a recent dig.
How cool is that? Fighting back, this video is out of Cambridge, Massachusetts. A male jogger flashed a female jogger, but she wasn't about to be a victim, chasing him and later pinning him to the ground. This morning, that jogger is speaking out to GMA.
I chased this guy down. I want him to know that I'm not afraid of him.
More from this interview and how that brave woman stood up for herself coming up.
Spokane police officers are frustrated that a man they arrested Tuesday was in jail for 3.5 hours before he was released, then arrested yet again later that same day. Police say 71-year-old Dennis Schultz was arrested Tuesday after he tried assaulting a park employee in her division in La Crosse. The county says those warrants were for misdemeanors like trespassing, so they weren't serious or violent enough to keep him in jail. Once Schultz walked out, police were called about him yet again.
Received a call from the community center on North Cook that Mr. Schultz had entered their building, appeared to be intoxicated, armed himself with a 4-foot metal rod, and was staring at people, which was causing them a lot of fear.
Police say Schultz assaulted an employee and was charged with first-degree burglary, a Class A felony, which will make it harder for him to get out of jail.
All right, our weather is going to be really nice today. We're starting off cool, 62 degrees. We get temperatures into the mid-50s right now into Deer Park, so you've warmed up. 68 for our temperatures you head out, but 91 will be our high today with plenty of sunshine. Tomorrow, winds fire up. We'll have more on the extended outlook in just a little bit.
City of Medical Lake says its water is safe to drink. A new water sample there tested negative for E. coli. Earlier this week, more than 100 homes and businesses were told to drink bottled water or boil tap water for use because of E. coli contamination. The city now says that was a false alarm.
And water in Fernand Lake is not safe. Idaho's Panhandle Health District says there is a harmful algae bloom there that could produce dangerous toxins in and around the water. Children, the elderly, and animals are especially at risk if they come in contact with that algae. There was a similar outbreak at this time last year, so experts say you should just avoid that water altogether.
All right, well, I've got my teacher Piper here, and she seems to think that I'm ready to graduate from swizzles to jumps. I'm going to try wall jump. Do you really think I'm ready? right, let's try it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Woo! Okay, all right. Listen, this girl right here is not ready for the national showcase yet, but these figure skaters out here sure are. We want to wish them the best of luck as they head out tomorrow to compete next week. We can't wait to hear how you all do. Whew.
Looking ahead to your weekend, golf and raising money for a good cause. The Community Cancer Fund is holding its annual golf showcase fundraiser at the Coeur d'Alene Resort. Tickets are just $20 and you get the opportunity to watch celebrities like Super Bowl MVP Marcus Allen and World Series champ Roger Clemens tee off, and all of that money raised stays right here in our area. Recipients include the Ronald McDonald House, charities of the Inland Northwest, and Sacred Heart Children's Hospital.
We've been blessed, and to be able to give back to this community and help those patients and those organizations is really what we're all about.
You can find more information on that event coming up on KXLY.com.
All right, today it's going to be 91 degrees. It's going to be sunny. It's going to be hot to wrap up this week. Now, tomorrow, the weekend, we're going to see Saturday afternoon winds fire up, gusting 25 in Spokane, maybe 35 into the West Plains, but 84. Look at 86 Sunday, and then next week's gorgeous.
Thanks, Mark.
All right. Practice what he preaches, though. Get that sunscreen on and have a great weekend, everybody.